What's up, bookies? If y'all want to see how I got this Kash Doll super layered side part 2x6 closure wig look, y'all. I mean everything from the sewing, the dyeing, the styling, the cutting, everything. Make sure y'all stay tuned after my intro. Let's get it, y'all.
Ladies and gentlemen, there's something about this girl, man, from around my way. Ever try to hold back your feelings, but it just wouldn't say.
Alright, y'all, so first we're going to start off with our Adore hair dye, and I use 2 colors of blue black. I actually went to go get another one, so I used 3 bottles of blue black, and I did the watercolor method because if you remember, this is the same hair that I had from Ashine. As you guys can see, I was using the paper towel method to see if the hair was actually going to color, and it did. So I went ahead and put in the red hair, which is the same hair from my Miami, the same flip over hair and all that stuff from Ashine. And I told y'all I had beef with Ashine, but I'm not going to lie. The hair's been doing a lot better, and I got to give them their props. I would probably definitely buy from them again. And yeah, because they did their big one. Here's my 2x6 closure. I got it from the beauty spot store, and I think I got it for like $23, guys. I used the BW2 powder and 40 volume developer, and I mixed it up until I got like a nice thick pasty consistency. And then I went ahead and just used the back of a plastic fork, and then I just spread it all over the closure, making sure that I kind of pushed down a little bit so that it actually hit the knots. Like I wanted it to actually kind of seam through just a little bit. And the hair did amazing. I let that sit for about 30 minutes, y'all. You know you have 30 minutes? I did my regular shampoo and condition, and I ended up using some purple shampoo as well, y'all, because the purple shampoo helps cancel out the brassiness of the hair. So that was really helpful in trying to like neutralize and make it look more scalp-like. Now we're about to get into the wig making part, guys. I went ahead and sectioned out where I'm going to put my closure. Like I said, I was going for a side part, so I wanted to make sure that I liked where my hair was going to be placed. And here you see me laying the closure. And guys, I actually did a really good job matching it because literally when I drew on the closure liner, I did it blind. And then I went ahead and use some T-pins to secure the closure. And then here I'm going to get to the sewing part. So before I start sewing, I'm going to go ahead and braid the hair from the closure down just to make sure that I'm not sewing any hair down, not getting anything tangled and all that. Now when I sew, I do side to side, so I start on one side and I make sure I tug really taut using the not slip method while I'm sewing, and I'm trying to use my chalk as a guideline to sew the hair down. And it was pretty straightforward because like when you put the T-pins in, it secures it very well. So all you gotta do is follow the guidelines, and everything worked out just fine. I do the same for the other side, and then I secure the back separately because you don't want to continue and sew down the back because that can push the closure back. So you want to secure one side, secure the other side, and then secure the back. When sewing a wig with a sewing machine, it is so important to have guidelines. So what I'm doing is I'm just going ahead and making marks where I want my tracks to lay. And I don't know why this method is a thing, but it's better when you like go downward than straight across than back down. Like as you can see, I'm not going in a straight line because I think it's the way like your head is shaped or whatever. But I've always been told to like, you know, start going up, then go straight across and then come down. But it does make sense because the wig lays nice and flat. The wig looks very good and flush, and you have no issues. And for the front, since I'm doing the side part, I went ahead and just did some straight lines across, and then your guideline should look like that. So this sewing machine I was gifted a few years ago is a Brother sewing machine. It's one of the cheaper ones, so I think it probably ran for like $100 and something, y'all. And this is what I used to sew down my wefts. And right here, I was a little confused because I just haven't used a sewing machine in so long. So I was like, where do I lay the tracks again? And how do I lay this cap? Y'all, I was on the struggle bus for a little bit with sewing down this wig, but I did get the hang of it. One tip that I would say is that before you sew the wig on, before you sew the hair onto the cap, you should sew your double wefts together and then sew it onto the cap because it does make it a lot easier. So this is what the first bundle sewn down looked like. You can see it's nice, flat, and secure, and girl, that hair was good. I did switch positions trying to figure out a better angle to show you guys. But as you can see, the cap is now on the inside and the hair is on the outside, so I'm not making any mistakes like sewing it down and like getting the tracks tangled, because it is tedious. And some of my hair did get tangled, but once I kind of moved it around, took my time and played with it, I was just fine.
Don't even know the man. You said it's gonna be the last. Sometimes I wanna beat your ass. You know I won't do that.
Just make sure as you're sewing your hair down on your wig, take your time, guys. I promise you this takes way less time than hand sewing it, but you do have to get the hang of it. So the first 2 tracks might be a little wonky, which is fine, on the first few rows, but you'll get the hang of it, and it's actually pretty fun. So now I'm going and using a wig band. I found this new band that has like the bra strap clip or whatever. So I'm trying that, and I actually like it because you can like adjust how tight you want or how loose you want it. So I just cut it off a piece and I am sewing it down. I'm hand sewing this part, guys. You do not want to machine sew this. And honestly, do not make the mistake I made and put the band directly on the closure. I would actually move it back and then put it like behind the hairline, because I had such a headache from how thick the band was. So don't be like me, y'all. But here is me trying on the wig. Y'all, look at all this hair. Them 4 bundles is doing it for me, looking like a lioness. So I'm trying to see like if I like the placement of it. You can kind of see like how the band is. I did end up moving that back. But here I am straightening the closure or pressing down the closure with my hot comb. And then I'm parting where I want the part to be. And then I'm hot combing the hair into place, making sure that I am putting the edges towards the front. And yeah, I'm getting it nice and flat. And then I go ahead and put some concealer in the closure. And now we're about to move on to cutting and styling. Now we're getting into the blow drying part of the hair, so I'm going to go in with my Tresemme Heat Protectant Spray. It's always doing me good, so I make sure to almost saturate the hair in this spray. Then I go in with my Amika Blowing Brush Dryer, ? And I go ahead and blow dry the hair. And y'all, as soon as the hair was getting blow dried, I said, oh yeah, I know this is about to be fire, because it just blow dries so well. It didn't give like bone straight, but it just gave like a really nice textured blowout. And this is what the hair looked like blown out, guys. It was so full and I was so excited to get the styling. So for style, I'm going back in with the heat protectant and I'm using a 1 1/4 curling iron from Hot Tools. I also go with my ISO Plus. It is like a holding spray. I love it because it's lightweight and it smells good and it makes sure your curls last all day. So when I'm curling, I'm going into medium sections, and I also got these gold clips. Oh my gosh, y'all, these gold clips are fire. I could not pass them up when I saw them. But yes, I'm going in and you'll see me kind of cleaning up some of the parts with scissors. But in the meantime, between time, I'm making sure I'm curling away from the face. And I'm curling up, 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 and away. And the goal is to have the hair flip out, or kind of like, you know, get that Kash Doll Farrah Fawcett type look. So that's what I'm doing. And I try to make sure that I like the way it looked. And yeah, that curl was perfect. I pinned up every section that I curled, and that's what I did for the whole head. As you can see, I didn't flat iron the hair before I curled it, just because I feel like if I flat ironed it, the curls wouldn't hold as much. And then I wanted the curls to be nice and voluptuous. And my curling iron does a really good job of like smoothing out the pieces. So I had no problem like with the texture or anything. The hair came out flawless.
You the pussy bitch dirty. She like sexy, why you hurt me? Took him down up the Yankee. When you give me put that dick all on my backside. I'm a hood bitch sitting courtside. I show up pussy how this back ride. Little bitch, I'm from the north side. If you see me and you tryna see what's up, ain't wanna fuck with me, then I'ma have a stuff. Bitch looking bad and got a stupid butt. Jewelry on your wrist, fuck you, hold it up. When I holla ski, that be pull up.
And as you guys see, I'm finishing up my last curl, and the curls are so pretty and pinned up. Oh my gosh, y'all, I knew this look was gonna eat, but still, I am always flipping up and outward with my curling iron, so the curls should be going up and out, y'all. Alright, y'all, so let's get into this install. I'm using my Doll hair lace glue, and I'm placing the wig where I want, just to make sure it lays right. I'm gonna go with my mini flat iron and curl the hair backwards to give like that swoop effect, so when I lay it down with a brush or a comb, it lays down flawlessly. And then I go in with my Doll hair lace glue. I think I did about 2 layers, but I showed 1 layer on camera because so I had to let that dry, and then I came back, laid the lace down, and I was swooping the hair. When you curl your hair before you swoop it, it makes it so much easier to lay down. Then I go in with my Doll hair lace band, and I let it sit for probably like 10 minutes, y'all. This glue is pretty strong, so it didn't take much. And then I only have a 2x6 closure, so it didn't need much. And now for my favorite part, the takedown. So of course I did my makeup and stuff because your girl about to be outside. So I'm taking all the pin curls out. You can just see how shiny, how bouncy, how pretty these curls are, y'all. Like, we started off with 26 inches, but right now we're at like a 22. And of course the curls are really tight right now, so it doesn't look long. But they were pretty lengthy still. Like, you can see the back, it was still pretty long. And always make sure you check the back for pin curls, y'all. That would be embarrassing to go outside like that. I started off with finger combing the hair because I couldn't find my brush, but I was like, let me go get my brush, y'all. And when I brushed that hair out, it was so good. Hold up. Kash Doll would be so proud of me. Kash Doll would be so proud of me, y'all. Like, this hair was giving. I was so excited. And I'm not a side part girly, so this really threw me for a loop. And see, I'm feeling myself like bow, bow, bow. So I hope you guys really liked this tutorial, and I hope that you have learned something. I did end up going in with some more bangs because I was feeling myself. So I was like, your girl needs some more layers, and that really did it. So yeah, again, I want to thank you guys for watching this. I hope that you guys are able to learn something from the tutorial. I hope this will earn me a subscribe from you guys to see more hair content. Again, this is Ashine Hair. I love you guys so much, and I will see you soon. Bye.